So these messages are going to be channeling the energy coming in through Mercury retrograde, which is going to start on August 23rd. Now, the retrograde is meant for us to pause and reflect on the things that we've been focusing our time, attention, and energy on to make sure that it is in alignment with what we want, where we want to be, where we want to focus our energy. Now, in this retrograde reading, I'm going to look into what you're not facing at this time currently that may surface during this retrograde and how this is going to impact your life. I'm going to look into what you can do to help transmute this energy a little bit easier and the outcome moving forward. I'm also going to pull a Whispers of Healing card at the end of the reading. So if that's something that you're interested in, you're more than welcome in joining us. Stay all the way through to the reading. Keep in mind, guys, if it's going to resonate, you're going to know within the first few minutes, okay? So if you're finding that the messages aren't resonating for you, it's not matching up, you're questioning a lot of the things that are coming up, that's an indication that that message isn't meant for you. And it's better to just click off if it's not resonating for you so it doesn't confuse you intuitively. Okay, so we're gonna dive in. Thank you guys again for all the love and support, for liking, subscribing, for sharing the content. And keep in mind, guys, if you want to set your intention for future messages, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload the next readings. Hello everyone, and welcome in. Hope everyone is doing well. Positive healing vibes to all the subscribers, the viewers, and the world out there. Today we're looking into Cancer's Mercury retrograde reading for the upcoming energy of August. Now, if you find the messages helpful, if it's resonating for you, please give it a thumbs up. Also, guys, if you like the vibe, how I interpret the cards, you're more than welcome to subscribe to the channel. Everyone's welcome here, and it does help to set intentions for future messages. So let's dive in. Most important message here for Cancer Spirit. What do my Cancerian friends need to know? What do they need to see through this upcoming energy? Please and thank you. Being avoided at this time, High Priestess. Separating you from what you truly desire is the Seven of Wands. How this can come together, how you can make this work. Now, what do you need to accept moving forward? The Knight of Wands energy. And I'm going to go through all of these cards each individually, and we're going to clarify in a moment. So 1 second. How this is impacting you in your life, Cancer. We have the Hermit energy. So this is, it's like you're feeling forced into isolation, basically. Now the outcome, if the energy is shifted, if the change is made, if the energy is transmuted from negative to positive, and it is a possibility here, Cancer. It is a possibility. I do feel like something, it's like you're up in the air about something. Should I stay or should I go? Should I make this work or should I walk away? I feel like right now you feel a place of hurt, of lost, maybe even left out in the cold, like left in the dark. Definitely feel like this feeling, this energy came out of nowhere with the Tower. And it's like, where do I go from here? How do I move forward from this? Okay, for the longest time, Cancer, you were ignoring your intuition, the High Priestess. And because you were being guided in a different direction, but you chose to ignore that, it came to this point. Now, what does that mean? You were given warning signs. Now, what are warning signs? What intuitive warning sign could this be talking about? And we're going to clarify this in a moment here, Cancer, but intuitively you felt like something was off. like something was wrong, like something didn't add up, and you gave the person the benefit of the doubt, hung off their every word, and even though you intuitively knew that something was off, you ignored that. Let's clarify the High Priestess here for Cancer's energy, please, and thank you. Now, a way that you could have handled the situation a little bit better is by getting clear on what you will and won't accept in your relationship. So I'll be okay and I can give passes to somebody who may be late, somebody who has a lot going on and is understandable where their time is going. I cannot accept a person who lies. I cannot accept a person who cheats, because if I do, I'm disrespecting my own self. I'm disregarding my own boundaries. I'm setting myself up for failure in that sense. I do feel here this ending, this whatever came out to force you into this position, even though it may be difficult to hear, it was divinely guided with the Wheel of Fortune. Now, what is separating you from what you truly desire is boundaries, those expectations and those desires, and then expressing that, communicating that. What comes after the Seven of Wands? The Eight of Wands, communication, right? But first we have to get clear on what we're communicating, what we will and won't accept. And I do feel like this is having to do with a relationship. You're going to be presented with a new opportunity. Could be same situation, just a different face. And you're going to be faced with the same challenge. And I challenge you to react differently. Okay? Instead of being in this conflicted energy, this fighting, trying to get even, get clear on what you will and won't accept in your relationship. And if you communicate to this person what you will and won't accept, and they're still not showing up correctly, then by all means walk away. You don't have to cut yourself off from the world when you feel hurt. You don't have to isolate yourself. Too much isolation is bad for you. So clarifying this Hermit energy, and this is in the position of how this is impacting your life. So you've isolated yourself from the world, maybe even from friends, from family members, and you realize this, okay? This isn't healthy, and you also realize this. I challenge you, Cancer, through this Mercury retrograde, to take some time and to get clear on what you want your relationship to look like. You have a long-standing partnership where you and this person are together year, 2, 3, 4, 10 years. How does that look like to you in the long run? And then work your way backwards. Like, what's the plan to get there? Type of expectations do you have in a relationship to make it look the way you want it to? It's okay to communicate clearly with a person what you will and won't accept in a relationship. It's also important to be honest. So if you want a long-standing relationship, commitment, something that's important to express from the get-go. If you want something that is more like friends with benefits, it's equally something that you need to express from the get-go. It sets the expectation long-term. And anybody who is resistant, anybody who is like, I don't want a commitment, so I'm not gonna pursue Cancer, it's okay, because they don't want what you want, and eventually that was going to come out anyway. So the Emperor energy, what do you need to sacrifice? To be honest with you, Cancer, I feel like this is the person from the past that you're still holding on to. You felt like you had some sort of intense connection with this particular person, and maybe you did, and maybe you still do. I feel here you're being guided away from one another for a particular reason. Now, for some of you, it's forever. For others of you, there's lessons that you are supposed to be learning apart. And by keeping yourself isolated, Cancer, you're not allowing yourself to have those experiences. So you will be better prepared when this person comes back into your life. Let's clarify the Emperor for Cancer's energy, please, and thank you. You see, Cancer, you're changing your perspective. The Emperor on the bottom of the deck. You're changing your perspective on this person, on this relationship, to maybe this is my person, but right now I need to focus on myself. Now what to accept? Knight of Wands energy, this back and forth, this up in the air. And for some of you, this is, I want to be friends, and then I want more, and then I want to just be friends, and then I want more. That's causing a lot of disruptions. You really have to get clear on what you want the outcome to be. And then, otherwise, there's going to be a lot of regrets, a lot of hard times moving forward, a lot of conflict, a lot of competition, because at one moment you're here and the next moment you're gone. And maybe this is pertaining to your person, you know, and this is something that you're not willing to accept. And if that is the case, then that needs to be expressed to this person. And if they don't show up in the proper manner, Cancer, that means that you have to put yourself first, as difficult as that may be. And I feel like that's what you're coming to the realization right now. This isn't working. If I want a life that's conducive to what I want my life to look like, if I want something that's cohesive, if I want a relationship that works, then I need to make space for something new. Okay? So the outcome, Six of Wands, feeling very rewarded, feeling very uplifted by your choice. I also feel here, Cancer, that you have a very large support system around you. So don't feel like you have to be by yourself. Reach out. Reach out and get that support. Feel that love from other people. Okay? But I will say here, Cancers, there's something here that's about to be revealed that's going to help you to move on. We have the Seven of Swords, the Moon on the bottom of the deck, and the Nine of Pentacles. So this tells me that whatever this person has been hiding, whatever they've been keeping secret, is about to surface. This may be difficult for you to hear. It's definitely going to be important that you pay attention, because it's going to show you what you already knew about this person, but it's going to allow you the space to move forward. Let's get a Whispers of Healing message to sum up your reading. Thank you guys again for all the love and the support, for liking, subscribing, for sharing the content. You guys are all amazing. For information on the rituals that we do here every full moon and new moon, for ritual kits, for personal readings, and for the drawing that we are going to do at 20,000 subscribers, the information is all linked below in the description box. Your Whispers of Healing message, Cancer. Kindness. Cultivate consideration and understanding of other people. This may entail a conscious effort to actively care about another person, especially someone who challenges you emotionally. Make a concerted effort to perk up someone else's day by doing something considerate, good, and loving. Acts of kindness show others that they matter and that kindness is a choice, even in the face of resentment and self-centeredness. Say something nice to a colleague or a family member. It shows appreciation to the people around you. This is a great way to start acknowledging the goodness in yourself as well. Kindness tends to be contagious. When you share your kindness with others, others will be moved by your example, and they will more than likely do the same thing. Look for someone who could use a friendly smile or some light conversation. There are individuals everywhere who need a bit of kindness. You could volunteer to read on a children's ward at a hospital, visit an aged care center, or chat with a neighbor who could use some company. This card is telling you to reach out. I do feel like there is a need to kind of push yourself out of your comfort zone and get out of isolation, even if that means connecting with friends and family members. numbers. It's a big part of the reading right now, Cancer. And I feel here that everything is going to come together as it needs to be. Going with the flow, taking it one day at a time, and trusting the process is going to be key. So Cancer, I feel like that's a good solid message coming out. Thank you guys again for all the love and support, and I look forward to reading your cards again soon. Namaste.